So yeah, this is my little puppy, Lily. Got my clicker in hand for clicker training. I gave her a click then because she's sniffing, moving along quite nicely, and she's just been bathed. If I zoom in a little bit like that, you can see that she's all sort of scroggly looking, and we're about to come up to a putty cat. Yeah, she's really well behaved at the moment. A couple of little clicks. Fantastic little pup at the moment. Done really well. Played with her towel. Literally I've flung it over for the sake of doing it. No reason whatsoever. I just did. Away. We noticed the cat. So where is she? Where is it? No, she's not interested in the cat, but she's pulling away from it. So that's fine. Don't know where the cat is actually. Which is slightly concerning because she nearly got swiped by one the other day. Very nearly. She was about a foot away from it. So, all good, all safe, all wonderful. Not that she made any interest in it. That's fine. I don't actually think she cared, except for the fact that she got a bit spooked by the fact that it happened. But that's fine. Now we're just going to go for walkies to dry her off a little bit. Oddly enough, she's been dried, but she's still wet, still very wet, but she's a happy little buggle, as I call her, a beagle, buggle. So yeah, that's very much a typical beagle look just there. Alert, happy, sniffling. Every so often in the videos you may hear her do like a little pig sound. That's just her clearing her nose ready for the next scent. That's typical beagles, nothing weird going on. Perfectly happy, healthy. I've had it checked by a vet. I wasn't sure whether it was normal. Away, come with. That's a person that she wasn't too sure about. She doesn't like open things. But yeah, she's perfectly happy, perfectly healthy. So far. So far. So off we go on our little walkies. And yes, beagles have their nose to the ground at about 18-90% of the walk. And if they don't, maybe there's something up with them. And yes, you can expect them to walk all over you. They will just go side to side if they're on a bit of a link lead. That's the link lead that she's on at the moment. That's a very typical good beagle look that she's got going on. She's, as I phrase it, got a good beagle coat coming, as in she's wearing her breed well. So some dogs say they may be, I don't know, say they are lab and they don't like water. Or say they are, no, that for lab that would be a bit odd because they typically like water. Typically like water, not that they all do. All dogs can swim. They can swim. Doesn't mean they do swim. She's not pulling. I have given her lead. She does require you to walk faster. Hilarious. Just putting it out there. But I don't mind in the slightest. She's been a very well behaved pup. She's looking at a couple thinking, oh, why aren't I being petted? Oh, that'll be because I'm going a different direction. That's fine. Come, Lily. Come. Away. Away. Good girl. Oh. And that can happen. Good girl. Come. Oh. Away. Good girl. Good girl. Now, the Spanish word for left is derecha. I won't say it the way how she's learnt it. I speak fluent Spanish, although I'm English origin. and I have taught her the word derecha, so she does understand it. So sometimes in videos you may hear me say derecha lil, and of a certain way she understands. She's looking back because there's a person behind us. She's thinking, ooh, away lil, away. And away to her means that you walk away from it, whatever the situation is. So she's good. Now some people would say come with. If you were a sheepdog owner, you may say, or a collie owner maybe, you may say come by. I think come by is the correct phrase. But it's some breeds respond certain ways. You're not behaving, are you? Come here. Because we've got somebody behind us. She doesn't want to behave. But that's fine. The road's relatively clear and she's, I think relatively quiet, it's dead quiet. Nothing around. She's got a waggy tail as well. And now she's pulling because she wants to go sniffing something like that, which she's not. Beagles will pick up everything and anything. So, which she's like, no, she doesn't. No, not me, mum. I have noticed that she will do that when she disagrees with me. That's more than likely coincidental that she's doing that. But, oh, wait there. Go steady. Go steady. Good girl. Go steady means essentially heel for like normal dog owners. Come, nearly come. Away. And yes, she has picked up something. What it was, I think it was a leaf. Looked like a leaf. Yeah, it was a leaf. From a tree of some sort. This way there. And I often call her Lil instead of Lily. Big Beagles. Come. Come with. Go steady. She's on the understanding of all sorts of commands. Steady, steady. I've got to try and put some gladly. No, come here. Away. Good girl. Literally just put on a short lead because we're entering a slightly more busier area. Come with. Lily. Now I'm giving her all sorts of commands purely because I want her vocabulary to expand. And yes, dogs can understand words. Despite what people say, it's the way how you say it that they understand as opposed to necessarily the word itself. I'll re-say that bit again because we had a van go past us. They understand the word, how it's said, as opposed to the word itself and the situation you link it to. So you could say sit and actually you're putting it to a down position. We had 2 bikes go past them. Yeah, 2 bikes. I look back, just double check it was 2. I'm focusing on her to make sure she has a calm reaction. We're walking past a couple of driveways, so I want her to be well behaved. But she's not doing too bad. But she's walking right in front of me. Good girl. Just because I'm not clicking doesn't mean that she's not being well behaved. It just means that I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, sweetheart, steady. This is the little pup just after walking. Right. So steady back then was referred to as a bit of well, I thought initially it was a bone. Turned out it was a twiglet that somebody had dropped on the floor. We are near to some shops, so it was a twiglet. When I got part of it out of her mouth, it was a twiglet. So yes, my dog's just eaten a twiglet. No, I don't appreciate it. No, it's not right. Yes, I held her head away. I should have remembered, but oops. And it happened. It's amazing what beagles do, and unfortunately I'm not going to tell her off because I'm trying to do positive reinforcement, hence the clicker. Nothing else. I know there's a car coming, so I'm going to keep her staying still and start clicking because she's got to understand that staying still is a good thing. Good girl, stay. 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 Away. So that was her doing her training there. Good girl, come. And now we've got running behind us. So I'm going to make her sit. Lily, sit. Sit. Morning. Away. Good girl. It's easy that I do that. So I stopped with her, make her submissive. So that way people understand that she's a kind dog, not a dog that's going to do any harm. Even though she's not got any, there's no negatives to her from what I can see as yet. Yeah, she's probably a little bit more dominant when it comes to play, but she's not aggressive when it comes to being outside. It's her toy, so yeah, she's probably going to be a bit more dominant on that front, but we're working on it. I don't think it's really recognised with some breeds as to the difference between being dominant and not being dominant. Stay this side, sweetheart. Sit. Sit. Hey. Good girl. Stay. Away, Lil. Away. Good girl. Good girl. Now, just then we had the lady just walked past, happily walking on her own, nothing amazing there. But because Lily's Lily, her way of greeting at the moment, because she's a pup still, at the age of a year, just over, she will greet sometimes by jumping up. More older people will not appreciate a dog of her strength jumping up, and also her claws are a little bit sharp, and also because she's a hound, some people will think, oh, aggression, oh, scared. She doesn't mean anything by it. She really doesn't. She couldn't be more friendly if you tried. Clearly you can see that she's sniffing. She's just been a beagle, just been a very happy, affectionate dog. There is nothing negative by it. She just wants to greet. In the wild, dogs would do that in that way sometimes. Sometimes they would bow, essentially, or lay, sit, be submissive in that sense. But she wants to jump up to greet people. We've got a couple of run-ins coming up behind us, so I wonder when she'll notice them. Good girl. Good girl. Normally she would pull when she sees runners because she wants to keep up with them. But again, that was a submissive little pup. She couldn't care less, which hence the clicker. So yeah, just going back to the elderly lady and her greeting. I want to keep her under control. She's a big, strength-wise dog. Although she's small in size, she's strong. She's strong. So she needs to be kept under control. But she doesn't mean anything by it. There is no nastiness there. She's just strong. She's just happy. She's perfectly perfectly well. It's great. Once she's met the person initially, she'll probably walk away. I'm actually quite surprised she didn't do what's known as baying, to sort of say, oh mum, why didn't I get to meet that person? Now by baying she would just be saying, oh actually I'm interested, I just want to say hi, because nowadays that's what she means. In fox hunting days, when these guys would have gone hunting with people and horses, steady, 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 steady. It's like there's a van doing a manoeuvre which I don't know what they're doing, so I just want to stay. We've got a cyclist. Steady, steady, good girl, good girl, good girl. Oh, bye, love. Good girl. I also don't know whether they quite know what they're doing. But anyway, moot point. So yeah, going back to the fox hunting days, they simply didn't know, or baying would have meant to surround, and I need more people. I need more hands. I need more to catch the prey. Away, away, away. But now it just means I want attention. She hasn't got the hunting instincts in her. She's got the tracking instinct, which is hardwired in her DNA. Steady, sit, good girl. Steady, steady, away, away, good girl, good girl. Go steady. See, she's got perfectly stacked laid dust then, and when she wants to go for a little sniff, she can go for a sniff. She's saying ahead of me, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. She's done really well today. Yeah, she's doing really well. But yeah, she's really good. I mean, you've got to keep up your training with them. You've got to do a lot of training with them. It's not, oh, you can just say, oh yeah, it's to sit, train them to sit, train them to lay down, show them your teeth, because obviously maybe you want to do like a health check-up on them. With Beagles, you want to check their ears. They are prone to getting ear infections, so I check Lily's, which is her name by the way, Lily. I check her about 3 times a day. So I go to work in the morning, I'll check her first thing, then I'll check her when I get home of an evening, then I'll check her again just before I go to bed. The reason why I check her first thing in the morning is just in case she's decided that she's stuck her paw in her ear and caught it. Something overnight, who knows. Beagles will typically clean, females this is, or at least Missy here, and from what I hear from other owners around here where I live, they clean a lot more than others, and I'm washing her around once a week, but that's more of a training exercise than it is anything else. So she won't get shampooed every week. She will get, unless she stinks. I mean, literally, unless she stinks or she's rolled in something yucky. And that's Laurie. And as you can see, she doesn't care. She couldn't care less, actually. There's birds in the bush. Yeah, she's a hound. She doesn't care. She just doesn't care. She just hasn't got that instinct in her. I don't know what the deal is there, and I also don't care, quite frankly. All I want her to do is to not be interested. If she's not interested, the rest we can work on. I don't mind her tracking. The tracking, you know, that's her DNA. I'm not going to stop that. I really ain't. Don't see the point. She's a happy dog. She's, you know, she can track, and I could probably do a food thing with that. She's more than happy, as you can see. We're stopping at the main road. And she just doesn't care. She did stand up towards the end, but she's like, yeah, actually, we've sat for a bit too long here now, and Mum, I would like to move. I just would. And away, good girl. I've given her the long lead because I say long lead, it's a fixed lead, longer length lead. I do walk on this lead. I don't walk on like a flexible lead. She has got a training lead which I'll walk on when it comes to going on the field or something, when I'm working on recall, but at the moment she's not spayed, so it's not happening. I'll wait until after she's been spayed, which will be happening in a couple of days' time. Bless her, she doesn't know it. But it's going to be for overall benefit, and it's going to make sense. There's so many benefits to it at the moment. There's logic. There's just logic. And everyone, the little phrase of adopt, do not shop springs to mind. She got spooked by something, but oh, there's football going on. She says she just heard a shout. She's like, oh, where did it come from, Mum? Where'd it come? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? She's like, yeah, I hear a car. There's stuff going on. She's as happy as Larry, happy as anything. So yeah, it's all good. With regards to adopting and don't shopping, you know, I think originally she came from a breeder. Obviously, she must have done. Where would she originally come from? She could be Kennel Club registered. As yet, she's not. I may do, I may not. I don't know whether I will. Probably not. I just don't know. Probably not. Apparently she could be, but who knows? Who knows? I more than likely won't. The sun's just decided to pop out from behind a cloud. It's like, oh yeah, I love this. I love this. Get to go in my garden and chill. Let's give it some nice. But her previous owners, unfortunately, didn't realise quite how much work she requires. It's like, this is our house, so I'm letting her sniff wherever she fancies. Typical Beagle stance when she wants to pull, and I'm just keeping her still. Yeah, she's all good. If anyone wants to ask any questions, either about her, about dogs in general, I'm not saying I know everything, but I have had to train her on the lead. She just wants to sniff. She's found a scent that she wants to track, and I don't know whether it's being picked up. Probably isn't, but there's a little piglet sound going on, and her coat's been dried off nicely. She's alert to the sound. That's all. It's just as alertness. It's not being focused on anything, because you can see her interest is diverting. It's just her being alert. Beagles are alert. They bay. They are vocal. However, I think we've got a faulty one, because she's not that vocal. The more walkies you do, the less vocal they are, typically. I did stop talking then in the hope that she would make her little piglet sound, and that's just perfect. Perfect way to end a video, I think. I'm going to say goodbye, and if you want to ask any questions, please do follow, and feel free to comment as you wish. Thank you very much.